I remember we had a training session in the Smith Projects, and we used to train on the Saturdays in the handball court all the time. We used to be out there training. That's how a lot of people got to see us, and they would come and they would watch and join our class. There was always an overflow of drugs in the project, always, but it really wasn't from a lot of the people that lived there. It was from people that did not live there. And I remember this one situation. I remember several situations, but I remember this one situation where these guys came into the project and they were selling heroin, and they were calling one of the girls out the window to come down. But before that, I remember Sensei told the guy, "I don't want you selling drugs around here no more." I think I pointed him out to him. "I don't want you selling drugs around here no more." The guy kind of shrugged it off and went his way. There was really no incident. A couple of days later, that same guy was in the project, and he was calling one of the girls out the window, and I showed him. I said, "Yo, that's that guy right there." And the guy, he started walking to the back of the Smith gym, and that's when Sensei walked over. Then he was Sensei Shidoshi, walked over to the guy, two of them, and asked him, and told him, "Didn't I tell you not to sell drugs over here?" But his friend got kind of smart out of his mouth, so he caught a vicious roundhouse to his mouth. I kicked the other gentleman, well, he wasn't a gentleman then, hard in his groins. Kicked him hard in his groins, and they took off. While we were, after that situation was happened, we were walking away, going someplace else, and I looked down at Sensei's foot, and I seen that he had a splash of blood on it, but there was something sticking out of the top of his foot. And I kept looking at it and kept looking at it, like, what is that? And I looked closely, and I said, "You know, you got a tooth sticking out of your foot?" And he's like, "A tooth?" And he looked real closely, and it was a tooth. He kicked his tooth out of the whole tooth out of his mouth. And I was like, wow, that had to be a thunderous roundhouse. And it was just amazing. It was just amazing. Like, and then maybe a week later, then Sensei Shidoshi had to go into Knickerbocker to calm things down, because it was getting ready to be very violent, very a race kind of war between our project and those people. And they had guns, but they had the ultimate respect for Nate. And we went